Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And the starting group for Chicago. White and Levine pair up in the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Giddey in at the small forward. And for Indianapolis, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Edwards out there with TJ McConnell. Then it's Bam.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And the starting group for Chicago. White and Levine pair up in the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Giddey in at small forward. And for Indianapolis, we've got Anthony Edwards. Bam Adebayo is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's TJ McConnell. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here we go. And here's Indianapolis now. And here's McConnell. Adebayo, a screen on White. McConnell goes in. It's blocked. Prince against Giddey. White with a screen on Prince. Prince against Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. Here he goes. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Anticipation and length. Makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
Adebayo passes to Edwards.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Boom. He jams it straight down.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Levine. Outside, Williams. Going inside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Now Indianapolis with it. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Levine. And Edwards slams it in.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Giddey against Prince. Williams, a screen on Prince. Here's Giddey. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's McConnell. Antetokounmpo, a screen on White. Here's McConnell, driving inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Prince finds Antetokounmpo. Prince, a screen on Vucevic. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he knocks down the 10-footer.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
Here's Giddey, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
And Levine has got the ball here for the Bulls. They trail by 6. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago.
Number 5, Javon.
Levine with it. Vucevic, a screen on Prince. Levine can't hit. Indianapolis leading by 6. Prince, the pass to Adebayo. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Levine for 3. Giannis with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Oh, let me just spit out. Man, wow.
And make it happen.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Williams finds Vucevic. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's Indianapolis with a rebound. Adebayo passes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Now Indianapolis with it. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Craig comes in for Williams. Nasumu, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Josh Giddey in for White. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Carter. Pass to Giddey. Over Edwards. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Here's Prince. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indianapolis.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after it.
On the court for Chicago, Josh Giddey out there with Javon Carter. Then it's Smith, then there's Dosumu, and it's Craig in at the four-man position. And it's Giddey missing. Indianapolis leading by 16. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And here's Indianapolis now. Now Jackson. Into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
Here's Dosumu. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Smith with a screen on Caruso. Now here's Dosumu. Not a lot of room. Count the basket. Dosumu's got 4 points this quarter. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Indianapolis. 16-point lead. Here's Wilson driving to the basket. Softly drops in the floater.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Now here's Giddey. Wilson grabs the board. Chicago with a rebound. It's Giddey on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Pass to Dosumu. Smith with a screen on Robinson. Smith outside. Now Carter from deep three-point range. That shot is off.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Chicago trails by 20. Dosumu outside. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Jackson, pass to Wilson. And there's the drive. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Carter, the pass to Smith. Pass to Giddey. Back to Smith. Outside Carter. Clock at 6. Here's Giddey. Chalk up 2 there. Giddey's got 6.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
And here's Jackson. Here's Wilson. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Chicago trails by 20. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Williams comes in for Craig. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Kobe White in for Carter. Tries to save it. Wilson, no good. 1:11 left in the first half. Giddey passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Pass to Vucevic. Floats one up, and the shot goes down.
The merciless play by Vucevic down low, crashing through the contact to finish strong.
Outside, Williams. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. LaVine can't hit. Indianapolis leading by 20. Here's Wilson. Caruso outside. Jams it home with authority.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
LaVine feeling it out a bit. Pass to Giddey. Floats one. Misses at the rim. No good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Indianapolis out in front, running away with this one. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the final half-court shot. Drum roll. And measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kelly Oubre out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Edwards. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
First team foul.
Outside, Williams. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the defense getting up close. I feel like Giddey was just setting the guy up.
These are his first. Free throws of the game. That free throw good from Giddey. Wilson's checked in for Indianapolis. He does not get the second one. Indianapolis leading by 21. Outside Edwards. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. It's Edwards with a drive. Got it. Edwards got 10.
And you know he has the floater in the bag, so Edwards decided to deploy it there.
Here's Giddey. Drives to the hoop. And he slams it in one-handed.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Giddey. He's got 9. Levine finds Williams. Picked by Vucevic. Outside Levine. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that one's good. Wilson.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position and you still get beat.
Giddey against Edwards. Outside Levine. Outside White. It's hauled in by McConnell. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Indianapolis shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And White has got the ball here for Chicago. Pass to Williams. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Up top, Levine. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Levine's got his first points of the game.
He had to get it away, and he did. Levine with the quick release.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And so here is Chicago. There's the drive. That one's good for 2. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Giddey is just so clever at finding ways to the rim, good at ripping through holes in the D.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Adebayo finds Edwards. Adebayo, a screen on Giddey. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And so here is Chicago. Up top, Giddey, guarded by Edwards. It's Giddey on the wing. He's got 11. And it's Indianapolis with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Chicago with the ball. White, the pass to Vucevic. That shot, no good. Good D by Antetokounmpo. With the drive. And that one's good. Wilson.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Now Indianapolis with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's McConnell. Soft touch off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Giddey with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they're running. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. The ball's knocked loose. Inside. White with it. Takes the three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Indianapolis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Chicago, Jalen Smith is out there with Booz Ellis. Then there's DeSumo. Then there's Javon Carter. And it's Ball in at the 2.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Smith outside. Pass to DeSumo. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Smith.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Caruso against Ball. Smith with a screen on Caruso. Here's Ball. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Ball's gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, more offensive sets like this where Lonzo Ball has a chance to make decisions. That'll help.
Incredible! I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Caruso against Ball. Right side, Oubre. Oh, from deep. drops in the three.
So big for this offense and crucial that Oubre can continue to knock it down from there.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for Indianapolis. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Oh, man!
Oh!
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pass to Buzelis. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. To end the run. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The drive by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And credit to Reggie that time making the right play call. The pick and roll gets him everything he wanted.
Here's Dosumu. 1:56 left in the fourth. Smith with a screen on Oubre. Here's Dosumu. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Robinson gets the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Dosumu. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Screen by Robinson. Oubre into the lane. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oubre does a great job there. Finds an avenue, slinks his way in there, and then jumps over the top.
There's 1:26 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. He takes it in. And Ball throws it down. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Chicago with the ball. Dosumu outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Dosumu's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Caruso finds Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Robinson's gotten about everything to drop, shooting 6 of 7. Smith with a screen on Oubre. Here's Dosumu. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
27 seconds left in the game. Here's Dosumu. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Oubre. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
So Indianapolis wins it. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.